hosts came forth from their caverns by night, and wreaked fearful slaughter on the sleeping Angarax. But still the forces of God Torak were beyond counting. After a pause to regroup, the host proceeded down the valley of the river Arend toward the city of Vomimbre, destroying all in its path. Early in the summer, the Angarax deployed for the assault upon the city. On the third day of the battle, a horn was heard to blow 3 times. Then the gates of Vomimbre opened, and the Mimbrate knights charged out to fall upon the front of the Angarax horde, the iron-shod hoofs of their chargers trampling living and dead. From the left came Algar cavalry, Drasnian pikemen, and veiled Ulgo irregulars. And from the right came the Cherik berserks and the legions of Tolnedra. Attacked on 3 sides, God Torak committed his reserves. It was then that the grey-clad Revens, the Sendars, and the Asturian archers came upon his forces from the rear. The Angarax fell like mown wheat, and were overcome by confusion. Then the apostate, Zadar the sorcerer, went in haste to the black iron pavilion from which God Torak had not yet emerged. And to the Accursed One he said, "Lord, thine enemies have thee surrounded in great numbers. Yea, even the grey Revens have come in their numbers to cast their defiance into thy teeth." God Torak arose in anger and declared, "I will come forth, that the false keepers of Cathrad Yaska, the jewel which was mine, shall see me and no fear of me. Send to me my kings." "Great lord," Zadar told him, "thy kings are no more. The battle hath claimed their lives, and those of a multitude of thy Grolim priests as well." God Torak's wrath grew at these words, and fire flared in his right eye, and from the eye that was not. He ordered his servants to bind his shield to the arm on which he had no hand, and he took up his dread black sword. With this he went forth to do war. Then came a voice from the midst of the Revens, saying, "In the name of Balar I defy thee, Torak. In the name of Aldur I cast my despite in thy teeth. Let the bloodshed be abated, and I will meet thee to decide the battle. I am Brand, warder of Reva. Meet me or take thy stinking host away, and come no more against the kingdoms of the west." God Torak strode apart from the host and cried, "Where is he who dares pit his mortal flesh against the king of the world? Behold, I am Torak, king of kings and lord of lords. I will destroy this loud-voiced raven. Mine enemies shall perish, and Cathrad Yaska shall again be mine." Brand stood forth. He bore a mighty sword and a shield muffled with cloth. A grizzled wolf marched at his side, and a snowy owl hovered over his head. And he spake, saying, "I am Brand, and I will contend with thee, foul and misshapen Torak." When Torak saw the wolf, he said, "Begone, Belgarath! Flee if thou wouldst save thy life." And to the owl he said, "Abjure thy father, Polgara, and worship me. I will wed thee and make thee queen of the world." But the wolf howled defiance, and the owl screeched her scorn. Torak raised his sword and smote down upon the shield of Brand. Long they fought, and many and grievous were the blows they struck. Those who stood near to see them were amazed. The fury of Torak grew great, and his sword battered the shield of Brand until the water fell back before the onslaught of the Accursed One. And then the wolf howled, and the owl shrieked in one voice together, and the strength of Brand was renewed. With a single motion, the